Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh and you're watching Global Governance News TV. Today, we're going to discuss about just how the media become the tools for the anti-Bharat campaign, just to disturb and destabilize the Bharat, all the system, political system, governance system, and some news like click type uh, media front before that where also came in the picture. Before that, BBC also came in the picture of that this destructive news for the country. Recently, I think why today I'm discussing the New York Times reported alleging the global nexus of spreading Chinese propaganda. So Anurag Thakur, Information and Broadcasting Minister, today raised the issue inside Parliament and outside Parliament. So as we know it, how this is a really conspiracy against Bharat. Really, it's the news click. Just you see the poster, C for Congress, C for China, a leak. So how he just made the poster just who he also at least कांग्रेस is मोहब्बत की दुकान में चीनी सामान मिलता है how we release the Congress. So we can understand the China Congress and news click and news portal part of the umbilical cord. He made these comments at the press conference where demanded Congress MP Rahul Gandhi come clean about his and party connections with China. And it's a coincidence. Today, Rahul back to the parliament after just uh, uh, loss of his membership after the defamation suit in the Surat court. So, in this report, New York Times has named NewsClick and alleged that it was a part of global network and received the funding from China-based American Czech mogul Neville Roy Singham, who were reportedly involved with the Chinese government. New York Times an investigation reported in New Delhi corporate filings show Singham's network finance a news site NewsClick that is sprinkled it covers its Chinese government taking talking points. China history continue to inspire the working classes. One video also said Anurag Thakur, during his address, claimed NewsClick money trail reveals a Bharat Virodi agenda. And India's agenda also alleged deep links between the China activists and journalists and China. हम भारत के टुकड़े नहीं होने देंगे चाहे कांग्रेस उनके खादी कांग्रेस के साथ खड़ी हो जाए. We not let the Bharat be broken. Congress can stand with anti-India elements if he wants to. He said, adding, this is a war against disinformation and war, and this war should, should not continue. I think so. So, enforcement director has raided NewsClick office and their residences of editors in connection with the Alice case of money laundering in July 2021. In the statement, news portal said, if the Indian government are truthful and follow the course of law, no wrongdoing will be found and unfortunate events will be closed. And NewsClick has nothing to hide, it said in a rejoinder. Later in the year, the September income tax survey were conducted on the premises of two news portals, including NewsClick. The Senior Department Officer said the survey were related to alleged tax evasion. Survey has been carried out the case of both News Laundry and NewsClick. The department's official conducted a survey on their premises in Delhi, charge of tax evasion. So controversy also found way to Parliament on Monday. BJP Minister Gandhi accusing Congress of hobnobbing with anti-nationals and China for dividing the country and creating anarchy. They want to divide Bharat through Chinese forces in some media. They shouted that BJP thumped their decks on support. Between 2005 and 2014, whenever there was a crisis, Congress had received money from China. In 2008, they have invited both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. In 2016, they were talking to Chinese during the Doklam crisis. Gandhi said they also took the names of Congress Diljeet Singh and Randeep Surjewala. They claimed that the NYT report, New York Times report, explained how money was given to Maoists and senior journalists. This is all the allegations, and as we know it, how today Congress is in defensive mode, and they were just saying this is playing politics. So on this issue, we have the two senior panelists. We welcome Vandana Jingaji from USA, living in Chicago, senior journalist more than 30 years already. So that's Mr. and Poonam Sharmaji, and the political allies from the Assam Bharat. And I think, incidentally, the chief editor of Newsclick, Praveen Purkais. I think he also from Assam. So, starting from Vandanaji, how does you think that just Mr. Singham, America, NYT, this anti-India campaign, how you realize all the situation against the Modi government and country? Oh,
First
okay,
of
Modi
all,
government is different, but country is the supreme. Bharat
First
is
of
supreme.
all, good evening to each and everyone and to both of you. This is the biggest irony. Every morning that we have to pick up a subject to save, because things are going against the nation. That should not, because we should have been talking about the progress that India is doing it. The Bharat, that we go and see that in person. In this year itself, I have taken 2 trips of mine. But the irony is, we move, this government is doing from 2014, when we really got independence, till now, because it's 9 plus years has already been completed. So much progress has taken place. Every day, Bharat has made a world record about constructing the roads. It's in no nation has done it every day, how much they 37 kilometers or what they are constructing. Wherever you go, train system and all. And but then comes this kind of, they always say this is pinching us so much. I'm just seeing, because the government has to take, I think they have taken certain steps before, stopping the foreign funding for the NGOs, those who were doing the conversion work and all. But now they have to look up deep into it, because these kind of forces, those who are getting foreign funding to break in their forces, that should have been stopped. Because uh, अभिव्यक्ति की आजादी, freedom of speech, it cannot be above the,
What
because
type
that,
of azadi? Yes,
yeah, yeah, that's what
in
I'm
the name
saying.
of the
Because
so-called freedom, he
yeah,
will try to just to bring the country.
yeah, so nation is first. About when we talk about what is more sensitive at this point of time, if we are trying to, they are talking about internet is like their freedom, like, they had to stop that in Kashmir and all. They were never having internet before. What the hell, from where this internet become the freedom? Means because so that they can do the WhatsApp groups and do all these kind of wrong propagandas. They can keep sending, and we all know that all these social medias, let this be Facebook itself and all, their community standards are very, very hypocritic. They are not for all. They are very, very hypocritic. They see only one side, like the way we are seeing it for the judiciary. Because very recently we saw that. Because can't you see the track record of the so-called member of parliament when he was not in parliament, what he was doing? Anti-India movements, coming to UK, coming to America. Judiciary is not able to see that. When a common man can see what Rahul Gandhi was doing sitting in America and what he was doing in the England when he went. So these are all anti, because they meet people. Why can't he? Because this is what the biggest sad part is, that when me and you can burn on these issues, why can't, means like our judiciary can see these things? Because if nation is there, then only the judiciary is there. We are very close to the new elections, that is in 2024 coming, and these forces should have been, they have to be nailed down. Thank you.
Actually, just how just to narrate this problem. But my question is just for the briefly. Do you think there should be just to hand to death type any sentences just to who involved in the just anti-national activities to whom it concerns?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मानेंगे. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, because those pending cases, they should be spending time on them, not on taking their calls, because this guy has to get a bail and this and that. How long this will keep going on? This has become a
Okay.
biggest mockery, Kumar Rakesh ji. If you just see that, analyze it, how many, because there is a, I sometimes feel, that's what I just started saying, Poonam ji.
China
We should be talking
used
about the
a part
progress
of
of
a
Bharat.
umbilical cord
Okay. So,
और ये इससे
Poonam
सिद्ध
ji,
होता
how
है
just you analyze the all
क्योंकि
situation?
कुछ लोगों को तो
How just
ये भी आदत थी कि
same day Rahul Gandhi
और
entered
मैं
the
नाम लेके भी
parliament,
कह सकता
same
हूँ
controversy is there. How
कि
just
राहुल
Prat
जी
Bhagwan
की
released
नकली
Congress in
मोहब्बत की
China.
दुकान में
Already before, I
चीनी
think,
सामान
in House,
के साथ
Union
नजर
Home
आने लगा
Minister
है
already showed the record how the Congress has taken
चीन के
donation
प्रति
from the
प्यार
China with
ये
the
दिखता
other
था
front Rajiv Gandhi
और
Foundation.
भारत के खिलाफ
How they are
दुष्प्रचार
shameless people,
ये
just
विदेशी
behaving
जमीन
like
पर
that
भी
and just
और
attacking
विदेशी
on the
न्यूज
country
एजेंसियों
and
के माध्यम से भी
government.
प्रोपेगेंडा के तहत होता था एक एजेंडा था
Unmute
एंटी
yourself.
इंडिया
Yeah, unmute yourself,
It
please.
is
फेक
unfortunate
इंडिया कैंपेन
that
ये लोग
India
चलाते थे
has such sons
और
and daughters,
इनके
actually.
यहाँ सारा सामान चीनी है
Anti-national
और
activity. What
चीन
do
का
we call?
सम्मान
This
है
is anti-nationalism, actually. So these kind of, journalism, this kind of journalism is, condemnable. In 2021, also, ED had, carried out various activities. So it was found that some, what was his name, Abhisar Sharma, and then Navlakha, Gautam Navlakha,
No,
and
no
these
need to take the name.
people.
They are, and I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think it's in the highlight actually
yeah,
what they're
yes,
trying
yes.
to make the
So
issue and
no, no, it was,
publicity.
and many people, they had, they had been, criticizing that our freedom of press is in danger. But later on, it was found that these, not only these, there had been many media houses. Those had been the, they are being funded, or they are being carried funds, they are being, owned by people sitting in Australia, Spanish, some missionaries, So these, what they are doing, they are just trying to break India. Even Rajiv Malhotra ji is, he is one of the only one, I think, one person, uh, patriot, we should say, or son of Mother India, who is, taking so much of pains, you know, to highlight and tell the people about it. And today we have come to know through New York Times about it, but uh, because America itself is facing this crisis, actually. Now the ideological, domination, the
Yeah.
ideological supremacies over the years, democracy and communism. So as because America is facing, because communism, now America has, this is a problem. Now communism has become leftist ideologies. There are many people in USA, the think tanks sitting in, Manhattan, Massachusetts, all these places, the high, think tanks, they, articulate all these ideas, and the young generation, the way they are affecting. So this has been challenged, it is challenging.
Okay. So
And
do,
so
I think you support the government what are doing they should do. Actually, this is totally not acceptable by the people of the country, either people of the either governance and whatever. No any anti-Bharat campaign either in the land of Bharat and outside should not be accepted, and that will be called in just the traitors. They should just defined as with amending the laws and constitution. So nice of
there
you.
should
Just
be crystal clear definition of this, and anti-India, anti-national opinion creation should be, a crime. It should be a different
yeah.
crime,
So
actually.
law should be redefined, constitution should be redefined, as
Yes.
you say. I got your point. So this time of break, after break, we'll talk the how Rahul Gandhi re-entered the House Parliament, and after the court, lower court and Supreme Court, whatever decisions are there. So we'll also discuss on that, what will impact and how the politics will go on. Just stay with us. Time of break. Welcome the break. Just see the face of special Rahul Gandhi today into the parliament. How just there are so many allegations. Not that this is one cases. The all the families in the track of cases by their own. I think who are bad works. Which there's a Herald scam is already 2012 case was filed, and Robert Vadra, the family member of Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, and Priyanka, also facing so many charges like that. But Vandanaji, how things just after in the parliament, what any impact on the Congress party and Indian polity? Anything you say, anything special? Although the, there is no involvement of government, whatever they are trying to, at least government had done it. Though no influence in judiciary. If government had any influence on judiciary, they could not be out from that, should not be out from that. But they came out. Lower court, he did not just uh, offer the whatever excuse. But I think in Supreme Court they made excuse for the said sorry. They did not sorry the lower court. So the just you, I want to know from you the convenience of court and the impact of any effect on the Bharatiya Rajniti, Indian polity.
If you see that lately, the conspiracy, the day monsoon session was about to
Little
start,
loud, please.
I said the day monsoon session was about to start, we have seen a 78 days old video became viral. Now this guy comes because the decision of the Supreme Court, the reversion, they reverted that because there are some technicalities that they have added on to it. And then this come, we talk about the China uh, indirectly, directly funding. And we know that earlier also, Mrs. Gandhi and Rahul, they had one of an MOU which was signed by with China. What was there in that? Means as the member of parliament, why the government of India should not have an access to what all has been discussed, because they are living in Bharat and they are uh, elected by the people, because they are, means, so you cannot just do, there is nothing. He comes to Europe, I mean, he was in England, Oxford, then he comes to America. What business brought him here? What did he do? Because as a member of parliament, you are supposed to go back and tell, because nowadays everything is very, very visible. Kumar Rakesh ji, you are here on a Tuesday, people are seeing that right, right, right at that very moment. Things cannot be. And then we go for, so that is, I would like that, because this foreign funding for the anti-India forces should definitely be stopped. There was some action which was taken for some NGOs, those who were doing busy involved in conversion. As we all know that conversion is anti-human, because there's a human rights violation. When, so can't you see that talking about the nation that where you're living, that should also be treated like as a treason, to be honest, that you're trying to take a support and doing the anti national activities. Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Okay, just Poonamji, how just any impact of Rahul Gandhi came back to parliament? Any, I think you think he will be the more wise, whatever is in mind. Well, whenever he speaks so useless. Either in the parliament, inside the parliament, either central. I have came across so many times. So I bluntly said before him, whatever you're speaking, I think you are confused. You could not understand what you're speaking, please. So many videos were viral, we have seen it. So whatever congressman is just feeling so happy just to won the war, and they came to parliament back, and there is no role of government and the Modi government to send to the court and either Supreme Court. So how think any impact on the country, any impact on the Congress party, as Rahul Gandhi approved himself, he is how he is wise and how he is fool. Unmute yourself, please. Unmute, Poonamji, unmute yourself, please.
Some panelists in media, I've heard them. Some they were making it was they were mocking that now many for a long time humor was missing in Parliament, and he has arrived. So this is, but on another note, so he should be, he should be more wise. And the case actually in the Supreme Court, whatever is, it's going on. So time will decide what will happen. So it is all there. And sometimes we see the Supreme Court people, their their own ideologies are reflected in their verdicts, in their decisions. So I think first of all, our we are not the people, we are not the ones to comment on that, but still we can make an observation as citizens of India that at least this should be curbed, and there should be no intervention. There should be no conflict among the executive, judiciary, and the parliament legislature of our country for a good functioning, for a proper functioning. And time will tell how the performance of Rahul Gandhi ji in the next uh, sessions in Parliament. So we hope that he does take the he maintains the respect and the dignity of being MP, as this he got an opportunity again to
Actually, he is a
serve.
MP from the very nice place where why not?
Yes.
Where the Pakistan Jindabad slogan is raising. How the all the Greens party are there, special militaries are there, but they are not make the comment anything on that part of the
No,
constituency.
once, if an access to the MOU signed in 2008, if it, if the government gets, and the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, the funding, everything, if
Yeah,
it comes into, then
already Madam
the
record of Parliament also.
yes, yes,
So
then the
last
Congress
comment from Vandana ji.
will be
Vandana ji,
finished.
how just you just define Rahul Gandhi in politics, in Congress, in Bharat? You have seen the America and other part. How he speaks, why he speaks, and when he speaks. Very brief comment. Just the time is very short. Unmute
I
yourself, please.
think this is a big victory for BJP that he's in. And another thing that I.N.D.I.A, now the tamasha will begin. That is what I'm looking forward for it. Thank you so very
So
much.
nice.
I'm
Thank
complete.
you. Thanks to all. And just you participate in the show, and so must go on. And just share, like, and subscribe to Global Governance TV. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Namaskar.